Hello and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a revolution that is completely blurring the lines between the beauty aisle and, well, the snack aisle. We're talking about a world where your next treats might just be your new favorite skincare secret.
I mean, just think about that for a second. It's a question that is totally reshaping how we think about beauty, right? Moving it from something we just slather on our bodies to something we're actually putting in them. So let's unpack this. This is a fascinating new world.
And just so you know, this isn't some tiny niche fad. Nope. The global market for beauty you can actually eat, it's projected to rocket past $13 billion by 2034. That's a huge shift in how we're all approaching our daily routines, turning what used to be a chore into a delicious treat.
Okay, first things first. What are we even talking about when we say edible cosmetics? You're probably hearing this term pop up everywhere, so let's get a really clear definition on the books.
So the key word here is intent. See, unlike a daily multivitamin you might take just for general health, these products are bought with a very specific cosmetic goal in mind. People are looking for stronger hair, clearer skin, maybe a more radiant glow, all starting from the inside out. So the big question is, why now? I mean, why is this blowing up at this exact moment? Well, the explosive growth of this market is no accident. It's really the result of three super powerful forces all coming together to create the perfect storm for snackable beauty to just take over. And here they are. First, you've got science finally validating this idea of the gut-skin axis. You know, the concept that a happy gut biome leads directly to healthier skin. That gives the whole thing some real credibility. Second, social media is fanning the flames, amplifying these trends at an incredible speed. And third, you have this radical innovation in the product formats themselves, which is making them convenient, tasty, and honestly kind of fun. Now let's zoom in on how the products themselves have evolved, because this is where it gets really interesting. The biggest change has been about stripping away all the friction, all the annoying, inconvenient parts of taking traditional supplements, and making them feel less like medicine and way more like a snack. And you can see the journey right here. It's so clear. We started with capsules, which, let's be honest, leads to what people call pill fatigue. Then came the powders, which were just messy. You had to mix them into a drink. It was a whole thing. Gummies made it feel like a treat, for sure, but the real game changer, the no-mix jelly pouch. That's the ultimate grab-and-go solution.
And this slide, oh, this is just brilliant. It perfectly illustrates the marketing genius that's going on here. On the left, you've got soluble fiber being marketed to seniors for, regularity. But on the right, that exact same core ingredient is rebranded as cutting jelly for a younger, super trend-conscious audience. It is an absolute masterclass in positioning. Same product, totally different story, totally different audience.
The Conjac jelly is really the hero product of this whole snackification trend. It's not a pill, it's a super low-calorie, incredibly convenient, K-beauty-inspired treat. It completely transforms taking a supplement from being this boring daily chore into a little moment of self-care.
But look, a great product isn't anything without a powerful engine to drive its popularity. And that, of course, brings us to the incredibly influential world of social media, and specifically the behemoth that is TikTok. Get this. Social commerce now influences over a fifth of all beauty sales. That's huge. Platforms like TikTok have become the main way people discover new stuff. They see it, they immediately want it, and a lot of the time, they can buy it without ever leaving the app.
And in this world, social proof is king. A single casual mention from a celebrity like Cardi B can launch a niche K-beauty product straight into the mainstream, framing it as this essential lifestyle hack. That is so much more powerful than any traditional ad campaign could ever be. And success on TikTok isn't about boring banner ads. Oh no, it's all about sensory, visually satisfying content. Think about that satisfying slurp sound for an ASMR video, or the aesthetic placement on a perfect-looking office desk in a day-in-the-life vlog. All of this works together to position these jellies as these cool accessories for modern, wellness-focused lifestyle. All right, so we've seen the hype. We've seen the brilliant marketing and the viral trends. But it really all comes down to one absolutely crucial question. Beyond all the clever packaging and the influencer posts, do these snackable skincare products actually work? Well, for some of the key ingredients, like collagen, the science is actually pretty promising. A big 2023 meta-analysis, that's a study of multiple clinical trials,
found that hydrolyzed collagen supplements really did show a measurable improvement in skin hydration and elasticity compared to a placebo. So yeah, there is some real substance behind all the hype.
However, and this is a big however, it is so important to understand the regulatory landscape here. Brands can make what are called structure-function claims, like supports skin hydration. That's a carefully worded phrase that regulators have approved. What they can't do is make drug-like claims, like cures acne or reverses wrinkles. There's a very fine line between marketing and making a medical claim.
And as you can see right here, each format has its trade-offs. You've got capsules, which are precise and cheap, but they feel medicinal. Gummies are super enjoyable, which is great, but you gotta watch out for the sugar, and sometimes they have lower doses of the active ingredients. Jellies, though, they seem to hit that sweet spot of being convenient and fun, even if they do have higher packaging costs.
So, after all that, what's the big picture here? Let's tie this all together. What does this really mean for the future of beauty?
Look, this is way more than just a fleeting trend. This is a fundamental shift. We're seeing wellness, food science, and cosmetics all merge into a single and frankly delicious category. It's all about treating beauty from the inside out and actually making it an enjoyable part of our day. And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. As our food literally becomes our skincare, what are we really consuming? Is it nutrition? Is it a cosmetic? Or is it maybe just a new form of hope in a convenient little pouch? The answer to that question, I think, says a whole lot about our modern pursuit of wellness.